Hello and welcome back to our Beginner Golang tutorial. So the project we're working on is Image Sorter. It's a program to sort through images, find out where there are duplicates, and then allow us to decide which photo we want to keep and then delete the rest. If you are joining this video for the first time, this series for the first time, I'd recommend going back to the first video just to see what we're doing and follow along from the start. We're getting quite close to the end now, so let's look at. I mean, we're kind of at this last item here. Ask the user to decide which version of the file we should keep. So um, let's recap where we're at by running the program. So here is our image sorter exe file. We give it the directory where our photos are. Goes through and it says, here's the hash. Duplicate file was found. Location 1, location 2, location 3. Select which file to keep. 0 to skip. So 2, 2. So right now it just outputs whatever we give it. So we need to do a couple of things. We need to handle a little bit of validation. Let's just make sure that they select a valid number here. And then we need to actually do it. So let's open up our image sorter.go file. And let's go down to about line 180. Where were we? Ooh, that was almost it. Yeah. So so to handle the validation of the input, and then this is a to do as well, delete the others. So let's just get rid of this printing out the selected one. We don't need to do that. Instead, we need to handle the input that we get. So I think as a way to kind of save time, I don't know whether this is the best way to do it or not, but as a way to kind of like save on doing things, maybe we should just handle it at the same time we handle the error. So if there's an error with whatever input the person has given us, then instead of logging out that error, I mean maybe we can still log it out, but we can actually let's just skip it completely. So if yeah, so if there's an error, all right, let's do it as part of this section here. So we'll grab that and put it in here. These parts we can get rid of. So let me just drop that down. Actually, no, that can all kind of stick together. So all right, so handle validation. Whoops. Handle the validation of the input. So if the if error is not nil, so there was an error with the input, then let's just say format print line invalid input skipping. So we just skip doing anything with that file. Let's close that off. So if the input is nil, or in Go is an or Golang or statement. Is that the, or is it operator? Whatever it is. Okay, double. So nil or if selected is less than 0, or if selected is greater than the size of the slice. Okay, how do we get the size of a slice? Golang documentation slice size. Let's see. Okay, slice length and capacity. Okay, the length and capacity of a slice can be obtained using expressions len s for the length and cap s for the capacity. So len is what we want to get the length. So if selected is greater than the length of the options, what are they called? File paths, I think it was. Yeah, sorry, my mouse is right on it. File paths. Now, question. This len, is that going to return 3 for 3 options or 2 starting at 0, like the indexes? I'm guessing it should be 3, right? The number, like the size, right? The number of items in there versus the um, versus the um, like the highest index. But I mean, let's make sure that we know what that is. So let's do a little test here. So format print line, and then let's just call it len test and len file paths. So okay, I'm expecting to see 3 there. Unexpected keyword, line 191. Oh, okay, maybe we don't need if again. Nice. Okay, let's run it. So again, I'm expecting to see 3. Okay, yeah, there it is. Len test 3. Nice. Great. Let's test this validation. So if we have 4 invalid input skipping, good. Let's just do a test. 3 should work, and it does. Okay, good. So our validation kind of works. What was the other condition we had? I think we had an error, so that might throw an error. Yep. And also negative if we had less than 0, so I guess -1 invalid input. Okay, good. 0 should work, and it does. Okay, great. So our validation is working. Now we just need to do it. So, okay, so we have our selected, so we know which one we should keep, and we just need to delete the others. So I guess what we do is we loop through file paths again, and the for statement is going to be quite similar to this one here. It's going to be pretty much the same because we want to have the index as well. So um, so oh, actually, sorry. We need to handle if we're skipping as well. So if selected is equal to 0, Oh, and we need to actually skip as well. So okay, so if um sorry, I can't talk and type at the same time. um okay, so here we give the user feedback. So uh valid input, skipping, um um actually I wonder, like, should we feed the input back? Anyway, that could be an improvement later on. So we tell the user what happened. So validation failed in this case, invalid input, skipping, or in this case, 0 was selected, um, skipping. Uh, this obviously just continues on. So um, what we want to do is we want to skip these next steps here. Like we said, we're skipping, but we're not actually skipping. So um, what we need to do is get out of the loop that we're in, which is this one here. So we're iterating through all the rows in the database where we have duplicates. So in order to get out of this for loop, we just use continue. So in both cases, we can do that. Now let's test that the continue works, because this is the first time we've used it. So let's make sure that it is actually working. So what we should see is if we provide some invalid input, it won't go on to this next one here. So let's save that, build our program, and then let's run it. Okay, so we'll give it some invalid input. So 100, there's no item 100, so it should say invalid input, skipping, and then we shouldn't see the next one. Okay, perfect. So in this case, the program just ends because there's nothing else for it to do. Perfect. Again, let's test with 0. Perfect. Okay, good. Yeah, 0 selected, skipping. That was the second line there. Okay, good. It is working the way we expect. So now we need to actually delete the files. So again, we'll loop through the file paths here. Let's just grab that. Um, whoops. Sorry, Vim is different when you want to copy and paste. So then let's chuck that in there. And so we're going to iterate through all the different file options. And let's do a dry run before we actually delete anything. So if I plus 1 is equal to selected, right? So remember, with the selected value here, we're bumping up the number plus 1 because what we have there is the index, and arrays and slices start at 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, we have 3 files. So 0, 1, 2, but we show it to the user as 1, 2, 3 just for niceness. So if the index plus 1 is the same as selected, that's the file that the user has opted to keep. So format print line, and selected file. We'll see if we can pass it in here, and then kept. So don't delete that. And can we pass in? File option is what we're calling it here. I might need to delete that because we've already created the variable up there. So okay, so selected file, print out that file option kept. That should be the file path. Um, then else, um, then let's say um, file sent s deleted. We haven't actually deleted it yet. So let's add that as a to-do so we don't miss out on anything. Delete file. Um, close that off. Okay, so we're iterating through all the file options here. If we hit upon the selected one, we say this is the selected file and we keep it. Otherwise, we'll delete it. So this is a dry run, not deleting anything. Let's just make sure that everything is output as expected. So go build. Oh, we have an error. Undefined I, 202. 202. Do we need, okay, maybe we need to, yeah, okay. So yeah, in a for loop, that's a little bit different. Looks like we need um, to set up the variable again. Okay, so all right, let's see how this goes. This is a dry run, so let's select option 2 here. Okay. Oh no. Okay. This isn't working as expected. Okay. So let's ignore the %s for now, because it's showing it here instead of there. So we can just test to make sure this works. Um, but we'll fix up the formatting after. So file 1, uh, this file here, deleted. File 2, this one here, kept, which is good. So that's that one there. That's the one we selected to keep. And then file deleted, the other one here. So it looks like it's all working the way it should, except for the formatting. So we can fix up the formatting. We can also clean up these. We don't need that length test. We probably don't even need the hash here anymore. Is that useful information? I don't know. And then, I mean, even this, do we really need to show you the directory? I think this is useful, outputting the thing that was selected. Actually, I think that stays there anyway from the terminal input. So um, yeah, okay. So let's go. We can clean up the formatting and um, let's just clean up these other things as well. So file path, where are we printing that out? Oh, that's going to be in our main function. Yeah, there it is. We can get rid of that. We don't need it. And then where was our length test? Let's get rid of that too. Okay, this formatting we need to fix up here. So I think what we want here instead of print line is we want print f, which is the whoops, what did I hit there? Print f, which yeah, instead of print the line, it's a formatted print. That does mean though that we're gonna have to add the new line manually, so we're gonna have to do that ourselves. This should work, but let's test it. Okay, duplicate file is found. Let's do option 3 this time. Nice. Okay, now it's working properly. So file this one here, deleted. File this one here, deleted. Selected file, kept. Okay, cool. All right, we have it working. Now we need to delete the file. So this one should be pretty straightforward. We did it a while ago with the database. So let's just go down to the end of the file here. So let's do it here. So OS remove and then file option. Now I can't remember what it returns. Does it return um, Golang docs OS remove? Okay, remove. Okay, so now I've already made a mistake. So here remove should be a capital. Okay, so it only returns an error. So we can handle that. So this one here, so error equals OS remove, and if error is not nil, then log fatal error. Let's just kill the program rather than continuing on. Maybe we should continue on. So if the program fails to delete one file, it just continues on and tries to deal with the next file. But let's just kill the program for now because that's the safest option. Okay, so let's run this. So we should see the file that we select kept. Sorry, let's build it first. Go build. So okay. Now let's also just plan out what we want to happen. So let's just say we want to keep everything in this directory here. It's nicely named, whereas this one's unsorted. So this one I think we keep. So that means we're going to keep this version here, and we should see these other ones deleted. So let's run the program and aim to do that. So this directory here is the one that we're going to keep. The file in that directory. So let's run it. Okay, so duplicate files found, 1, 2, 3. Please select which file to keep. This is the one that we want to keep. This is the one that's in that directory, the organized directory. These ones are the unsorted ones. So we'll keep option 1. Okay, so selected file here kept. These 2 files deleted. Let's see if it worked. So it's not going to remove directories because, I mean, we don't really know when to delete a directory because we should only, if we're going to do that, we should only do it if the directory is empty. Maybe we can go through and clean up and remove empty directories as an option later on. But for now, let's not do that. So this file is deleted, great, and the file in there is deleted too, perfect. Is this file kept? Yes, it is. Okay, great. So it's working. It's doing the deduplication. It's responding to our requests here. It's all working the way it should, which is great. We've successfully built this application. I think there's a lot we need to clean up. There's a lot of problems that if we don't sort out in a bigger application, especially when you're working with multiple developers, it's going to get really messy. It's going to be really painful. So let's treat this as a bit of a prototype and then we'll go through and see what do we need to improve, what can we refactor. So we'll start looking at that in the next video. If you're enjoying this, please subscribe, like, leave a comment, do all the things. Your engagement can really help as well. It can really help with me knowing where to go for the direction of these series and for future videos too. So I hope you found this useful, and see you in the next video.